Oh yeah. Hello everybody, what is up? My name is MVPerry, and today we're gonna be reacting to my subscribers' unpopular opinions. According to this poll, it says 77% do, 4% don't, 18% just don't know, but they probably do and don't want to admit it. I'm basically gonna give a thumbs up if I agree, a thumbs down if I disagree. People who voted no have the opinion that they don't have an unpopular opinion, but this poll shows that their opinion is unpopular, so really everyone has an unpopular opinion. My unpopular opinion is that YouTube likely won't die within the next decade. They're making bad decisions, but the amount of content will keep people on the website for many years after a good competitor comes along. Yeah, that's true, and like obviously there is no competitor really for YouTube. I guess there's Dailymotion, but who watches anything on Dailymotion? I don't. Seems as though one isn't allowed to speak with honesty or disagreement these days. I think having an unpopular opinion can help us all learn a thing or two. Have an awesome day. You know, I agree with you too, bro. I'd prefer everyone just is honest with their opinion instead of hiding them away. Unpopular opinion. BTS's members' popularity has become so infinite that people are afraid to voice that they don't like some of their music for fear of toxic fans and being canceled. Whoa, they're calling shots at Butter and DNA. I have to admit, Butter isn't my favorite BTS song. I'm not like a super huge BTS fan, but Dynamite was good. I liked that song. Yes. Talking to yourself is not a bad thing. It's good for your brain. As somebody who constantly talks to myself, even right now, I'm basically talking to myself because I'm filming this by myself. I hope it's not a bad thing. I just don't know. I'm not like a doctor, so I have no idea. Avatar Mimsy says, not everyone has to understand everything about a movie. People tend to get mad at me just because I get something wrong or misunderstand something about a movie. That's why I never do well in school. Well, I don't know what all this other stuff about like not doing well in school has to do with the opinion, but I do agree that, you know, it's okay if someone doesn't understand. As long as you get something good out of the movie, as long as you enjoy it, I feel like that's the most important thing. Daisy says, unpopular opinion, I love Final Fantasy 13 and I think it's the best in the series. Alright Daisy, I'm kind of giving you like a this right now because I have played a lot of Final Fantasy 13 and I have nostalgia for it, but I don't really think it's a good game. I feel like it goes on too long. So I've stated this before, modern Vocaloid songs are still great. I haven't like heard a lot of modern Vocaloid songs, to be honest. The few I have heard that have kind of blown up on YouTube, they're pretty good. I will admit I probably have a lot of unpopular opinions on random stuff. Like in my opinion, I think that one day FNAF will be real. Or maybe that one day in the future we'll find life on another planet. The life on another planet thing, I could potentially believe that, but I don't really think FNAF is gonna be real. I'm sorry, I gotta disagree with you on the FNAF thing, but I would love it to be real. I hope Elon Musk creates like invests in a bunch of FNAF pizzerias. That'll be pretty fun. Yes, mayonnaise is good no matter what people say. Mayonnaise and Japanese mayo on supreme pizza and hot dog is delicious, since for me it's way better than ketchup and mustard. I have to disagree with you, Spider Prime, but that's my personal opinion. I don't like mayo. I just never really liked it that much. I'm a Stool says, Suicide Squad is one of my favorite movies. There, I said it. I guess that is a pretty unpopular opinion considering how many people I know hate on Suicide Squad. Rochi's Chaos says, a lot of people hate my opinion of Mineta because honestly I think he's an entertaining character. If he wasn't like constantly perving all the time, you know, I don't really hate Mineta. He's just like that guy, you know, we all know somebody who's like a Mineta. Literally 90% of stuff on TikTok I disagree with. Finally, an opinion I really can get behind. I have to very much agree with that. The first and last piece of bread in a loaf tastes the best. Scotty Fish, that's a no from me. That's like the worst part actually. Yes, in my opinion, Minecraft Story Mode is an underrated game. I haven't played it, but all I remember is some guy saying, freaking beacon, and it was kind of annoying, so I'm gonna have to say no. Absolutely, and by the way, I think you look fantastic. Thank you, Geezers C, but is that an unpopular opinion? Is thinking MVPerry looks fantastic an unpopular opinion? I agree with you though. One of my unpopular opinion is that pineapple is good on pizza. I don't have a problem with pineapple on pizza. I just don't really love it myself. So I can't really say no on this. I'm just like, okay, good for you. Seb says, I hate those types of people that say, yes, queen, slay, material girl, and some weird sparkle emoji combo. I just find it annoying and I don't know why. You know, usually if I see someone say that, like ironically as a joke, I'm like, okay, are good. But when someone unironically does that stuff, they put the sparkle emojis and like the nail polish emoji, I'm just like, bruh, what is going on with this person? I have to agree with you, actually. Yes, it doesn't matter if you pour milk or cereal first. It's not that big of a deal. People make it into this war where it's like, if you put the milk before the cereal, you're a psychopath, you're insane. It's not that big of a deal. It's more about just like, you don't want it to spill. It's about being practical. I guess I agree with you, but on practical terms, it is better to pour the cereal first. I don't know if it's unpopular, but no, you don't have better taste music than everyone else just because you listen to rock, grunge, Metallica, etc. and other songs from the 70s. It doesn't make you better. It's just your taste and absolutely no one cares. I feel like if you're just doing it to be better, then I agree with you, that's dumb. But there are some really good songs, like really good songs from 70s, 80s, 90s, even back in the 60s and 50s. I think there's great music all around, so I have to kind of agree with you. Tacos is better than burgers and pizzas. Changed my mind. And no, I'm not Mexican, lol. I have to put them all at the same. I love pizza. I love burgers. I love a good taco. I love a good burrito. There's so many good food. Here in California, we got some really nice food. Pizza's my favorite food ever. I can't agree with you, Spyro. Black licorice is good and no one can change my mind. I can't hate on black licorice in particular because I just don't like any licorice. Licorice for me, I'm not a fan, so I gotta say no. Bloodborne is better than Dark Souls 1, 2, or 3. The fast combat, the gothic demonic theme, the Lovecraft theme. Hey, Lord RD, I gotta agree with you. Bloodborne has such a cool vibe. I love the style. I love the cathedrals. It's amazing. Yes, MrBeast is the first YouTuber that reaches 100 million subs legitimately. What about PewDiePie? That's what I'm thinking too. I thought PewDiePie did. I mean, PewDiePie will always be the king of YouTube, but MrBeast, you know, respect to MrBeast. Maybe Mango says, Mineta deserves less hate. This ironically gives me more hate. Mineta fans in here. I guess I agree though. You know, Mineta isn't like the worst ever. He's just kind of annoying, but like that's his job. He's supposed to be annoying. Disease Rat says the cookie is the best part of the Oreo. I disagree with you only because I don't think the frosting is the best part. I think you have to have them both. I would not want one or the other by itself. You gotta have them together. That's what makes the Oreo so good. The Shawshank Redemption is bang average until the last 20 minutes. I have to disagree actually. I do think the last 20 minutes are amazing, but Shawshank, it's like one big story. Like you have to have all of it. It's kind of like an epic and I like that. Yes, my unpopular opinion is that Morbius is really one of the movies. It has plot, actors, and it was even filmed with camera. Would rate it more billion out of 10. I gotta agree with you. I haven't even seen Morbius and I rate it more billion out of 10. Yes, I have one. Full Metal Alchemist is the most mid-average show I've ever seen. 4 replies. If you don't like it, that's fine. But if you watch regular Full Metal Alchemist, then I understand what you're saying. But Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, that's a really good anime. I'm gonna say it. I like going to the DMV. Sully, there's something wrong with you. I'm sorry, but like, what? Who likes going to the DMV? I just realized that some people think gasoline doesn't smell good, including my aunt. Yeah, I know, right? Strawberry tea. I love gasoline smell, but some people are just like, ugh. I don't get it. I like it. When you have an unpopular opinion but are afraid to express it. I think that's a lot of people. I mean, I think majority of people have unpopular opinions, but they don't want to share it because, you know, why go through all that drama of dealing with people being like, what did you say? Funny you brought this topic up again. I actually made this comment on your last poll. It must have been like spam since I saw no fruition from it. Yeah, I made a poll like this before. Here's one that's likely to be really unpopular. Get ready. I think indie games are trash and disgustingly overrated. I do have to agree that some indie games are overrated and they're kind of like, you know, hyped up. I've seen lots of games get hyped up and then later on it's like they weren't really that good. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you would like to comment on these in the future, all you gotta do is go to my channel, MVPerry, go to community tab, and then down here, this is where you'll see all the polls. I make polls like every few days. Sometimes I miss a day, but you know, they're always there. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. As always, my name's MVPerry, and I'll see you in the next video.